Is that howling?
Yes,
Yeah,
because you know why there's howling?
Oh, it's 8 o'clock.
It's 8
It's
o'clock.
8
Yes.
o'clock on Friday night, and you know what that means? It's time to get our
howl.
howl on.
Auga!
Oh my gosh, I love all the howling. It must be Ron's house.
Yeah. It's Ellie. Yeah, and Ellie and Carrie are like,
Oh,
oh.
good afternoon, evening, whatever the fuck it is. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Solitary Confinement, where the points don't matter and the days don't matter and the time doesn't matter either.
It's all pointless, apparently. We're going to the nihilistic box today.
Apparently so. Apparently so. So a few things that we have for all of y'all playing along at home today is, of course, we got our news that you can use. We've got our wonderful theme music, all the wolf howls continuing. And, you know, we've been stuck in our houses for so long. You know what? It's actually been a full month anniversary for this show. Oh my God.
Woo!
Oh,
We did
That's
it.
pretty awesome.
I know. It's like a high school kind of anniversary that we got to celebrate, right? Because remember in high school when it's like when you're like going steady with somebody and you're like, we've been going out for like a whole month. Are you gonna give me your jacket now? Where's your ring? Huh?
Did that happen to you in high school, Donna?
No, I just got laid and pregnant.
See, that's where I learned, and it was more of a so we've been going steady for a while now. You have a condom, right? Kind of thing. Avoid the whole teenage pregnancy thing. Learn from the generation before.
Yep. Yeah. So happy anniversary, everybody.
happy
Thanks, guys.
anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Couldn't have done it
I'm
without
proud
y'all.
of us. I'm proud of us. I can't believe we're in it, and I'm ready to get out, but I'm proud of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna be a few more minutes probably.
A few more minutes before we get out.
Yeah.
Like I had to go out. I've actually got to start going into work, like the office physically, starting next week because I'm apparently one of those essential people or something like that. So see how that goes. But just kind of, I do have a gas mask, so I think I should be fine.
That's the thing, man. I drove today. I had to go do, like, it's a whole process. So I had to go to the Target in Westminster, Sprouts in Boulder, and we live in Broomfield, so it's a lot of back and forth. And you know, I wear the mask in the car because, like, I have a daughter. Like, I don't want to like run the risk, and it's painful. You know, you get dehydrated. It's like I can't breathe in it. So it's like 2 hours of not breathing today. It was very painful. Induces a lot of anxiety.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sucks. And it really sucks with somebody with asthma. But
oh my God. Speaking of, when I left today, I actually managed to find paper goods. We found a Kleenex ration. Where did I put that? But yeah, like you can get 1 box of Kleenex. And this was all I was able to walk out of the store with. Normally, you get a box of Kleenex like this, right? But this is the Kleenex ration they had. Like, this is all you can buy at the fucking King Supers right now.
Really?
Yeah, but Dia's the biggest trendsetter of all. On the news yesterday, it was mentioned that bidet sales are up 300%. She is our trendsetter.
That's right. I told you a month ago. I said a month ago, bidets are where it's at, and booyah, baby, because of me, because of my endorsement, because of this show broadcasting out into the world. 300% increase. You're welcome. I will take 3 more, even though I only have 1 toilet.
Why don't you take some royalty checks instead?
Oh, that's much better. I'll do that. I'll take the money.
Is it royalty checks because it's a throne of sorts?
So Ron, what have you contributed to society lately?
I gotta tell you, man, I'm struggling. I wasn't gonna bring this up because I'm afraid that you guys will look at me different. But no, today was kind of a shit day. I wasn't gonna talk about it, but like I bit my lip 4 fucking times in the same place, like right here at the side lip, and I'm
Ugh.
so miserable about it. I'm so angry. So that's what I'm dealing with. And I don't want anyone to look at me like an invalid, you know what I mean? Or like that I should take a bidet to the mouth. But like it is miserable. Like I was fine. It didn't happen all through dinner, but it happened like right before we got on. And so I'm a cranky bastard today.
Ron, welcome to the world of having an invisible disability. I feel you, brother.
It's the same. Wait, is this you think it's long term?
Probably.
Yeah,
It's terminal.
you're going to be suffering. You need a handicap sticker.
Oh
You
shit.
get to park close. Rockstar parking, bud.
Yeah, we might have to get you a dog.
You know what? That's better though. I'll take it. That's better than having an anxiety disorder. I always say when I had like really bad anxiety, it's like there's no glory in that. Like you break your hand, people see it. With anxiety, like no one gives a fuck. They're like, just breathe.
Mm-hmm.
Calm down. It's the easiest thing in the world. Yeah, I went
calm
to
down.
going to King Supers. It was basically just a panic-induced hellscape kind of thing. Everybody walking around like via go down the aisle, like somebody you're standing in the middle of the aisle, somebody else comes and they see you're in there, they're like, oh fucking oh,
Yeah.
and turn around.
Yeah.
And go risk it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
I do feel like a revolutionary with like this bandana over my face and everything like that. Like give it a couple more weeks, we might get to that point of Moltovs, you know.
Right. It'll be like Mad Max, but we're not seeking the high octane petrol. We're seeking the 2-ply pleasure wipes.
I was considering cutting my hair into shaving and doing a mohawk because that's like, you know, that's the
Post-apocalyptic.
future. That's apocalyptic hair.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways,
Clearly
let's
I didn't
move
do
on to the news of the day. So speaking
The
of
news.
the news. So speaking of essential workers in Florida, they made a recent declaration by the mayor. Let me bring this guy up.
Florida governor.
He's the
DeSantis.
governor, Ron DeSantis.
Yep.
At a press conference earlier this week, declared wrestling, professional wrestling is a essential service in Florida now.
I believe it. Keep those hicks inside.
Oh
They
yeah,
get uppity.
He was quite clear in the press statement or his press conference, whatever, that there's nothing for people to watch. So there's going to be like empty arenas, and it's just like the wrestlers like jumping off of their shit and hitting each other with chairs and doing the hype man. But there's like nobody around to like buffer with cheering, so you get the full talk about a full frontal on how shitty it is. But
See, I don't. Ever since I'm a child of the '80s, so I don't trust anybody with just one glove. Like anyone that wears just one glove, you know what I mean? Like I don't. That's one way to get your nuts touched, you know. And like this dude over
Sound
here.
judgment.
Yeah,
he is wearing one glove. You're right.
Right. Like that's how that's how politicized this whole coronavirus thing is that like he's like, yeah, no, I get that there's a threat, but like I'm not that all into the threat. That's a Democrat issue, like he's like, I'm gonna wear one glove because I have to, but like this hand, fuck all y'all, this shit is real, he's like, this is Republican right.
Well, yeah, that's
This
when he
is his
uses to
wrestling
touch
hand.
his dick, and he's the only one touching that, so it's safe.
Oh no,
This is his wrestling finger.
He's a good. That's a good looking Republican right there. You know
I'm
what I
not
mean?
gonna
Like
thumb
that,
wrestle him, that's for sure.
No, don't thumb wrestle him. But he's got that dude is like got like some subservient, like scared of men, like Trump can grab my pussy. He's got like one of those women around. You know that he does. I'm so cranky because of my lip. Oh my God.
I know. This is like the meanest I've ever heard you.
Honestly, right? Normally I'm like, you fill up my senses. Today I'm like, fuck your senses.
Yeah, you're getting like straight up bitchy. It's awesome. I love it.
Thanks, James. Thank you.
Well, maybe this
uppity.
next news story will help lighten your spirits, Ron.
Lighten my load.
Dia, why don't you inform us of what's going on in Colombia?
Well, in Colombia, you would think that they're having a rush on the cocaine, but no, they're having a rush on the sex toy. sales in Colombia have skyrocketed because trapped in your house for a month, you're gonna have to like invest in some toys. And Colombia apparently is seeing a huge increase. My problem is locally here in the States with our sex shops, and they have these sales that try to like get you to come in like 40% off site wide. And you go in and none of the quality toys are on sale. Only the shitty shit that you wouldn't want to stick your thing in or stick up in your thing. Anybody buy some sex toys during our little confinement?
I've sorry.
considered
Any
it.
fleshlights, James?
I did have to get extra lotion, like hand lotion, because of all the hand washing. It gets dry.
Hand washing.
Man, wait, real quick. I have to say, I feel bad for what I just said. I have a lot of Republican friends that are awesome, and that
You can stay mean.
No, I'm like, we've had really good conversations about. I get where they're coming from, so I apologize. Like, I am sending the apology right now. Anyway.
You can never be a shock
jock.
jock. Yeah, Ron can never be a shock jock. That is for sure.
No, it's not for
Oh
me.
God, that would be the most hilarious shock jock attempt, though. Like,
what would that look like?
I don't know. You tell me. You work it out, and we'll take a look at that.
I'll be like, "Hey guys, I really want to talk about." But I tell you, I don't mean it rudely. I just, there's a possibility that I might be angry about. No.
Anyway, back to the fake pussies and dicks.
Yeah, flesh pocket, everyone.
I have not purchased a fleshlight yet, but I just haven't found the right one, and I'm not sure that I can now, because if I order something, I get a package at the house. My mom knows what it is now, so never be able to use that.
I never open your mail. I thought it was more a case of you just came out of a serious relationship and you can't commit to just one single pocket pussy, and you're just not ready to make that kind of
sampling the
commitment.
wares,
Yeah.
I think you should treat it like Pez dispensers and just have a whole collection up on your shelf with the little, open holes, and just kind of like, who do I feel like today?
That's a very interesting construction project. And not unlike a dream I've had recently, incidentally.
I don't want to know. No. I'm out.
Okay, so
but yeah, that totally makes sense. There's no reason they shouldn't be selling out of sex toys.
No,
Right.
but my problem is why aren't you putting them? If you're going to tell me it's 40% off site wide, then why are you excluding the high end toys?
Because you should only be buying the essential toys. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
I like the high grade silicone from Germany.
Fancy, Jesus.
My pussy's fancy.
Yeah, I will say
Fair
this: a few weeks ago, the day before Denver, all of Colorado had this huddle in place order. I had to go out and get Popeye's chicken because I was. And
Popeye's chicken is the shiznit.
Yeah, because there's Fascinations in that same shopping center or whatever, and there was several people at the Fascinations before the stay-at-home order came in, so they were thinking ahead.
Yeah,
The
they
rest
were.
of us are now waiting for the mail.
Yep.
I went by the next day and it was closed. I was pissed.
You guys, I'm still working this out. So James, let's say you get the pocket pussy. How is that going to work? Just the logistics of that, with your mom being in the next room, how,
it doesn't know.
It's not unlike high school, because I masturbated when she was in the house when I was in high school. It's just old tricks, I guess.
No, there's a reason I'm asking this. It's old tricks, but because I like to go to the bathroom right afterwards, and I have a bathroom in my room, so it's nice because I'm in the master bedroom. We're about to move to a different place that I'm going to be not in the master bedroom, and I'm like, how is that going to work out? After I complete the task, how do I beeline to the bathroom without my child noticing, or you know what I mean? It's always when she's asleep, obviously. She wakes up a lot.
You could have towels in your room. That's a way to clean
rag?
up after.
That's what's nice about the pocket pussy.
Or a beach towel. It depends on how fertile you are, I guess.
Wear a condom and just roll it off and toss it.
Like, no, that sounds actually like from a OCD perspective, that's great because that way I'm not impregnating the coronavirus that's floating around in droplets in the air.
My
But
only thought was that it's like, okay, masturbation is like your form of sex. So let's make a form of sex and make it worse by putting a condom on. Yeah.
right, it's the same concept as texting. Like we went out of our way to do more work. Like this,
Mhm.
like a condom is like lessening the feeling.
But it's no cleanup.
I
you
know,
ever
that's why I
cleaned a
like
pu-
it.
Yeah. Nobody wants to clean out a pussy.
Well, some should definitely. Like hygiene's important.
Wow, that was so definitive. Like nobody wants that. Like you made it sound like that's like something that is like on the least like likely thing to be done to someone.
There's a
Not
fetish for
even-
everything. Just saying.
Yeah.
Not even gynecologists. They don't want to give you a roto-rooter. They just like, keep it clean.
A gynecologist has said that to you?
What was that?
Like a gynecologist has said that to you? Like, oh wow, Dia, could you not like
No, I've only ever been complimented on my perfection.
what did they say? I have to ask. I'm sorry, Donna, we'll move on, but what was it like? Dia, wow, what are you doing down there? Like what are you eating?
No, it's just the beauty. You know how some people are just, you see them, you're like, that's a beautiful person. Wow, they just got genetically blessed. I'm just saying. Blessed. Hashtag.
That makes me sad for every other like woman that goes to that gynecologist. You know what I mean? He's like, hey, or here is a he. He's like, no, you're fine. No, it's not the best I've seen.
Yeah, all I've ever heard is like, what the fuck did that other gynecologist do to you?
Oh my God, it's terrible.
It's okay. They broke my pussy, but I got a large cash settlement, so it worked out.
877 cash no. I've been watching too many fucking commercials.
How did they break it? Did they give it like extra like elephant wings?
Oh, it's a long story. Let's move on to something else that's way more interesting.
Next week, can we talk about broken pussies? Maybe that might be.
It might be a conspiracy. Like a broken pussy conspiracy. Speaking of conspiracies, we could go on to that.
Yeah. So my thought was, it's like I've been stuck in the house for a while now, and I'm pretty much ready to believe just about any crazy ass conspiracy theory out there. And there's definitely some interesting ones. Like I think the most famous one right now is the 5G conspiracy. So y'all know what the 5G conspiracy is?
Yeah, a little
Yes.
bit.
We were briefed.
What do you?
Oh, she got hit with the 5G.
Oh no,
Uh-oh.
we started talking about
Shut it down.
Ah, you're back.
Quarantine.
Don't start coughing.
Yeah. So the 5G conspiracy is that the coronavirus is actually being carried by the 5G signal. Yes, the high-speed internet signal shit for your phones and devices and crap like that. And it was engineered by Bill Gates and the other techno tycoons to like help thin the herd and the population and all the rest of this stuff. So part of their reasoning with this is like because there's concentrated cases where there's like a lot of 5G, like major metropolitan areas that were the first to get it installed because they're major metropolitan areas, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But so I just had to look up what are some of the other conspiracies that are definitely a little bit more out there, and there were some of these that I never even knew of before. But we're all from the Denver area, so we all know about the Denver International Airport, and otherwise known as DIA. So, Dia, tell us about all the crazy shit that's going on out there.
You can't even believe it. And I know all of this because my name is Dia, D-I-A. So
It's her
when you
fault.
talk, it's my fault. When you talk about the airport, it's not Denver International. It's not DIA, it's Dia. And when you use my name in place of DIA, it makes all the conspiracy sound even better. But the biggest idea that I love out there is that underground, under the airport, is a portal to hell, and the Illuminati are congregating there. This is the big secret hub of the Illuminati with tunnels leading up to the mountains so we can have all of our officials safe in Colorado Springs for the nuclear bombs or whatever.
Mhm.
We've got aliens that, hang out at the airport. Of course, everyone knows we have a haunted, is it haunted? I don't know if you call it haunted or possessed. I think Lucifer, the blue Mustang statue that killed its creator, Lucifer, with its glowing demonic eyes. What's up with him? There's so much craziness. And when people talk about it, I feel I can't decide if I'm honored or offended because I'm like, that's me. You're talking about me. But it's crazy. Have you guys heard about these conspiracies?
I have, and I think it's all bullshit. I'm sorry. I have to squelch it. I have to just shut it down. I think it's all bullshit. I'll tell you why. It's bullshit because if there was that much activity going on, like I heard about the bomb shelters and all, the nuclear bomb shelter, everything, and the blues, right? If that shit was for real, then I'm sorry, there'd be more than one fucking restaurant open before 7 o'clock there. Dunkin' Donuts, the only thing or Caribou Coffee, I think it's Caribou Coffee, not even Dunkin' Donuts. Like Caribou Coffee is the only thing that's open prior to 7 o'clock. You know how many flights happen before 7 o'clock? Every fucking time I go there, I bring my own oatmeal. This is a true story. I bring my own oatmeal, and I get a warm, like a hot water, and then I fucking mix it because no, if they had that much action, you'd have 24/7. You'd have restaurants.
You don't know what's going on under into the portal into
Yeah,
hell.
you're just a plebe. You're not
under.
allowed to have the fancy Burger King underground secret.
You don't have
Burger
the
King.
name tag that gets you in the door.
Donna, hold my earrings. Shit's about to get real.
But there's a legit pyramid out there. That's where the good restaurants are. They have a clone of Wolfgang Puck in the pyramid serving up the lizard people. Not cooking the lizard people, but making the meals for the lizard people.
Yeah, that's okay. I believe it. That's a bag of dicks right there. That sucks.
When it comes to the DIA thing, though, one of the ones that I've heard is that it's actually a Nazi secret base kind of thing. Like if you look at the runways and the way they're lined up, it's a swastika. Just on the planes.
Case in point, have you ever seen a Nazi go hungry? It's not a thing.
I don't know how many Nazis I've seen, Ron.
More than you want to know, I'm sure, because there's a lot of secret Nazis around.
Have you guys seen, off topic, but have you guys seen Hunters, about the Nazi hunters on Amazon?
It looks good. Is it good?
It was really fun, semi-true, and I loved it until the end, to the last 5 minutes. Then I was like, then I was out. But
I'll have to check that one out.
That's how I felt about last season's Polly Pockets. We binged. It's only one season, but that last five minutes was so fucking. It was just it sets you up for failure. You know what I mean? You guys know what I'm talking about season 1 of Polly Pockets on Hulu?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I follow that so closely.
We do have to define it though. The Polly Pockets is not a pocket pussy.
Oh, thank you,
yeah,
Donna.
no, I'm watching a way different series than you are, Ron.
Okay, this is you know what? I retract every statement I made here today. I'm so sorry.
I thought you said Polly's Pocket.
Okay, no, my bad. And when I said the thing about the Florida governor, I meant utmost respect.
Okay, so you know what? I will just hit the reset button on that one because one of my favorite theories is that we're actually living in the Matrix.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That leaves credence to the whole 5G computer virus idea with Corona.
Wait, which was the one that Woody Harrelson believes?
The 5G. He believes in the 5G. Yeah. So here's my Matrix office.
Ooh. Wait, did you take the blue pill or the red pill? I don't understand.
Well, this is when you're actually stuck in the Matrix. Okay, go watch the movie 1,000 times like I have. So when you're in the Matrix, everything has a slightly green sheen to it. That's
it looks like a denim jeans commercial from the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, but here's the thing that gives some more credence to the whole Matrix thing, is even it was like Aristotle or Plato or whatever had the cave theory. So the theory of the cave is that everybody is actually living inside a cave, and we have no idea what the real world is actually like because we've only got the cave as a reference. So if you go outside of the cave, it blows your mind, and you're like, just freak the fuck out. So even way back in ancient Greek times, there was an equivalent mind story fuck over of the Matrix. So how long have we been in the goddamn Matrix? And maybe people are dying from corona because it's time to put better stock into the power pods.
It's as plausible as anything. I mean,
Or
at this fucking point.
honestly, that's very true. But I'll throw this, Donna. What if it is that people are being liberated out of the Matrix, but
you're going with the lost theory that everyone who dies leaves.
Oh,
remember when everybody left the island or died? I
was just binging season 1. Thanks, Dia.
It's 20 years old.
I'm just kidding. I know how that one ends. That's the end of the Skywalker saga, right? Where they made it a big deal. Now it's not a big deal anymore.
Yeah.
I've never watched it, so I don't think I've never watched it either.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, so what are some other awesome conspiracy theories out there? Oh, this is the most batshit crazy one I've heard. The moon does not exist. Okay, this one's so crazy ass. I gotta read this one just to.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, let me. Gotta do this.
So are they saying it's like a bat signal? Like
kind of like that. So here's the thing. So doesn't really know where this one's coming from, but the moon is, because it's like you just look up. So some people like Dave Marsh, who's obviously a flat earther too, they say the moon is a projection. Quote, the moon is a projection put there for a reason, which we could study for 1,000 more years and never understand, Marsh said. In order to come to this conclusion, he followed the path of the moon in the sky in order to compare his findings with official records. And because his findings were not the same, he concluded that the moon is fake. Another version of this is the theory that the moon's existence is a giant hoax because it was created to distract the general masses from the existence of Nibiru, a rogue planet that will cause the apocalypse.
Oh,
well,
nothing good comes out of Naboo.
I must be a lunatic because I fucking believe in the moon.
Yeah.
You believe in it? Like you pray to it and stuff?
Well, I mean, sure.
Pagans.
Like, yeah.
Oh shit! Now I feel like a dick. I'm sorry. Oh my god.
See, that's one of the nice things
Jesus,
about
Ron.
being a pagan is I can see my God when I go look at the sky.
I'm so sorry.
I get to see my God every time I look in the mirror.
Oh, I thought you were going to say when you reach the big O.
Oh, no. I am my own God. My name means goddess, so I embrace it.
Oh, there you go.
You guys, I recently offended a religious person.
Oh, that's not hard.
You mean besides tonight?
That's terrible. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm shutting up. Now I'm starting to think that my mom's conspiracy theory that she created is actually true. She created a theory that it's all my fault. I think she's right now. Wow, it got serious. It got dead when I said
that. I heard it was Ron's fault, and I was like, "Fuck that guy."
Yeah,
son of a bitch.
Guy. Yeah.
I got a letter in the mail saying that. So
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I love when people send mail about me. Like I feel very confident that like if this whole thing is like a Thanos like snap, like I'm spared. Like I'm one of the 50% that make it.
Yeah.
Is that a blessing or a curse?
That being said, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So it's kind of similar to that. Another crazy ass conspiracy theory is that the government is producing poisonous snow.
Yes.
I believe it. Like we've got like that big snowstorm that just happened yesterday, and I mean, like
Didn't more
maybe it's
people
like Ming
die
the
in
Merciless hanging
Colorado?
out.
Didn't more people die in Colorado yesterday than didn't we have a really high death rate yesterday? Snow.
Mm-hmm.
Did we really? I've not been. I've been like staying away from that stuff. Honestly, like every day it's just
No, and
grimbly
outside.
and going outside. Yeah, the snow thing. But no, but joking aside, like every day I feel like they're coming up with like, I mean, rightfully so. They're like, oh, you can get it from blinking. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't seem like there's a real threat.
Yeah. Well, here's the real threat, because April is the government's blood sacrifice season.
That is a fact. Like, think about it this way. Like, why is tax day in April normally, except for this year? But like April 15th, like that's totally tracks, because if time is money and time is just little bits of your life, like that's what's really happening when you're paying taxes there. But I could see it. Satanic government needs blood sacrifices, and this is just the whole Corona thing is a real
yeah.
big part of that.
Yeah, yeah. Get this. I mean, this is like legit. I've got it printed. It's freaking
It's real.
on good authority here. So
Nice.
some people notice that, oddly enough, a huge amount of tragedies happen during the month of April. According to these people, don't know who they are, but April is actually the government's blood sacrifice season. During this month, the government performs sacrifices to the demon god Baal and later disguises these sacrifices as tragedies. Since many tragedies tend to happen around the same time in mid-April, even, get this, CNN, this is credible news now, has published an article questioning this tragic and unexplainable coincidence. Weirdly enough, mid-April has actually been the period of sacrifice through many civilizations, and the cults of Baal used to worship their god of sun and fertility by sacrificing humans in fire. We are not this type of pagans, by the way, Ron, so we're not like...
Yeah, we're moon worshippers. We're not sun worshippers. Sun worshippers get a little heavy on like the sacrifice. We're more like we get really uppity sometimes, but then it wanes.
I love when you say uppity. Wait, you said their god is named Baal?
Yeah, Baal, Baal, yeah.
Baal.
Baal.
Hey,
Baal.
are any of you guys X-Files people?
Yeah.
So there was an episode, and I can't remember what the whole story is around it, but this episode taught me the word exsanguination.
Oh, to be exsanguinated. Drained of blood.
Yeah, so they found a body that had been exsanguinated, and so we can have April as our month of exsanguination.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's not only
X-Files.
the United States government doing this. If you're trying to talk about exsanguination, there's the theory that Prince Charles is a vampire.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ooh, what? But shouldn't he not age?
Well, you know, the Queen's been alive for like a really long ass time, and I think it's actually not that Charles is a vampire. I think the Queen is a lich, and she was using like her corgis as Horcruxes on there. And then when all of her corgis eventually died, she's out of Horcruxes. She's going to start aging and everything now, and now the other heirs can start looking at who's going to start taking over at that point.
Yes, the poor Korg cruxes, if you will.
Woof.
Oh, so is Camilla Charles's Horcrux?
Could be.
I honestly don't know.
Wouldn't she just be the feeding vessel?
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, these are a lot of words that I don't know.
Oh, Ron.
Oh,
Did you get left behind, buddy?
No, it's okay. I had enough to play with. I was when I started hearing words and I started drawing out, I was obsessed with James's hoodie, and I was like, I wish I could have gone with you to buy that hoodie. Like, what was the process of buying that hoodie? Like with
I didn't buy this hoodie.
Oh, how'd you get it?
I stole it from an ex. It's a Dropkick Murphys hoodie from a show, and
Oh, that's
I hate
okay.
her, and I love the band, so I stole the hoodie.
See, I knew there's a story there. That's what I'm talking about. That's a badass story, no less.
Yeah, this is my
Corgi
spite
Crux.
hoodie.
Yeah, Corgi Crux.
So a Horcrux is from Harry Potter.
Don't you do Harry Potter?
No, I don't. I know this is people are always.
You should be reading this out loud with Ellie. Are you kidding me?
Did you just shit on me?
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
gonna
she
shit
called
on
you a bad
hard.
dad.
I'm a bad dad. Duh.
Is it appropriate for 4-year-olds though?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. I mean, my mom let me watch heavy metal when I was a kid, so.
And look how he
Fine.
turned out.
What the fuck ever? You and James and Donna, you guys have such a cute relationship. I bet you guys sit next to each other and just sigh relief of happiness.
Dude, we're not
Yeah.
like sexually involved with each other, okay?
I didn't say that, but you went there, and that's how close you are. I bet you guys hold hands when you go potty together.
No, he hasn't needed my help to go potty for a while, and I am not that fucking old yet, so I
And
don't
whose
need
fault
that
is
help.
that, James? Whose
Soon,
fault is
though.
that?
Like, I might need to get her help soon.
I tried to get Astrid to let me go to the gynecologist with her to go for her first exam, and she banned me from the room.
Good for her.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Dia, to be fair, you'd probably be like, "Oh, I didn't know that was there."
I would. I'd be like, "Can I look?" I would. That's exactly how it. So I get it why she didn't help me in there, but I was looking forward to that, and I got banned.
Is she watching right now? Do you think?
Oh fuck no. No. No.
Well, I'm just curious, what would you look for? I'm just so curious. Like, how would you know when you found it?
No, you just look because you can see down, the eye of the beast, right? You look in the tunnel, and it's just
What are
interesting.
we
'cause you
talking
can't-
about?
Oh, James, you're so pure. Oh, do you pour baby from canal?
Really why I need one of those fleshlight things.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, a fleshlight would be a very fair simulation of a pelvic exam of what you would see.
Fair enough.
I don't know if it'd be less lumpy on the inside, though. I don't know.
I don't think
Yeah.
lumps are typically what you're going for.
You're not wrong if there's lumps. Yeah.
Hey
There's
man, mine
grooves,
got broken. I don't know.
ridges and grooves and juts.
Sorry, God.
Like, when you say broken,
Didn't mean
is
to
it
be
like,
bored.
when you say broken, was it like a tent that like the poles fell down and it's all like overflowing?
Part of
Is
it,
that-
yeah.
She
That's
probably
sad.
prolapsed, Ron. Let it go.
No,
Oh,
it's actually
man.
it's a very sad story.
Oh.
If you a few years ago, if you ever saw those commercials about the transvaginal mesh and people suing and
yeah.
all that, yeah, I was part of that. So,
Oh, sorry, that sucks.
but it's okay. I got a car out of it.
I was part of an airbag settlement. I got $74.
$74. I got a bit more than that. Yeah.
I once got upgraded to business class when I flew to London and the flight was delayed.
That's Ron's the winner.
Winner.
Yeah, I just paid off my student loans this week, so
Oh my
there's
god.
that.
Wait, like you're done?
Done.
Oh wait, is it this?
I don't know what this is.
This is the Nancy Pelosi like sarcastic clap.
That's very odd. I don't
She did it to
like the way
Trump.
she claps.
Yeah.
She did it to
yes.
Trump.
Yes, very obnoxious.
Yeah. Just think about this, James.
Like that'll start the revolution. Just, meh, no. You know what starts revolutions? Baseball bats, bricks, and fire.
Okay, now that's worse than what I said. Thank you very much.
And
James,
James, just realized this, you paid off your loan just in time for the government to suspend all interest and payments for at least 6 months. And I think they're probably going to start to move towards forgiving part of them just because of the Corona thing. James is off to find a 40 now.
He's off to
no,
find
he's
grad
going off
school.
to enroll. He
Yeah,
wants to go
yeah,
back
exactly.
and do continuing ed.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Donna.
Oh, he's gone. Oh, he's coming.
That is special effects right there.
Wow, how did he run so far across the country to get to your studio so fast? And he's back.
I know.
I just noticed you have a
I feel
go
better
sign.
now.
You have a go
I have a
sign.
what?
You have a go sign in your right there. Like,
Yeah.
is that in case you forget?
To stop or to go.
Yeah.
It's a
And
should
I
I
have
stay
this
or should
one.
I go now? Stop sign there.
Is it every day
It-
now the same
Yeah.
day though?
I couldn't say
Yeah.
because it was on James. My
Shittiest.
thing was on James.
Yeah.
Say something, Dia. It's you. It
Oh,
won't go to you.
this is okay. Here it is. This
Oh.
is my Richard Tipping artist sign. Wrong day. Go back.
Mhm. Yeah, I think the last thing we should touch about though is like, I don't know about you guys, but I was like having some serious nuclear meltdowns this week. It's just like I am over this shit and just fuck it all and blah.
Yeah.
So just just in honor of the god Lewis Black, wonderful angry Jewish man, go for it for like 1 minute. Let's hear your rant.
Okay. I don't know. I don't have much to rant about. I'm pretty chill. I get to hang out and play
Privileged
video
white
games.
male. Nice.
Yeah, like I still have a job and stuff. Like I'm just gonna coast my privilege as long as I can.
There you go.
Thanks for playing along, James.
You're
Yeah, that's
welcome.
a nice-
This
that's
is
a
something
nice
I have to
rant.
rant about. I'm stuck with this fucking sarcastic son who like eats all my food, and he only just now did his laundry after stinking up the place for the last 3 weeks. It's like, fine, fucker.
I'm gonna rant about all the fucking people that apparently still have income. What the fuck is that about? All these people telling you to buy cars, buy groceries, buy takeout food with what fucking money? Who the fuck is making money? I don't have any fucking money. I can't get anybody to give me money. I can't even get a stimulus check. So I'm sick and fucking tired of people telling me to spend my money to invigorate the fucking economy when I don't have a fucking pot to piss in for my fucking dollars. That's what I'm sick of.
You have a bidet. You have a nice bidet.
But I have a bidet, so my ass is super clean.
Nice.
Yep.
I I complained. I was cranky about my my lip today. That was cranky. But I do have to say, on a side note, legit, this is a true story. My dream came true this week, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, like on the reels. I did a talk show. I've been wanting to do it for literally 14 years. And I did it because of Zoom, because I figured like everyone else is doing Zoom, like all like Jimmy Fallon and all those guys, they're all doing Zoom. And I did it, and it was like a hit. People like, I mean, it went viral. The last I checked, it was like 71 views.
Nice.
Nice.
I was telling someone about that today, and she's like, 1,000? I was like, yeah, no, 71. But still, I'm like so grateful. And like people have been reaching out to me. They're like, I want to be on your show. So it's like, yeah, and it's cool. It balances comedy with personal development. So I'm like really pumped about it. So
Nice.
you know, I was like, I didn't sell anything this week.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It was a slow week of sales, but I was like, I don't have time to worry about that shit because I'm living the dream. So yeah.
I don't think you fucking know what a rant is, Ron. I think you missed the memo of what a rant is.
I used to rant like no tomorrow. But then I became all Coloradonized, you know, where it's all about manifesting a positive mindset. And I wanted to, but like the valve turns off. I'm like, yeah, I want to fucking rant. I live with my fuck. Oh, we got my daughter a tablet this week. She shut the fuck up.
I noticed she was not running in.
Oh, she got her games, and I play with her, and it's really fun, actually. Yeah. Sorry.
That's all right, Mr. Ron the positive.
I still feel bad about the Republican comments I made.
Get over it. It's all
don't.
right.
They're Republicans.
Yeah.
Fuck them. They're the worst.
Fuck them.
Pieces of shit.
But we can't think like that, though. You guys know I fell into the trap just today. I fell into the mean trap, and I'm no different than any fucking closed-minded person. You know what I mean? I became closed-minded today. As like I do a joke in my show, you guys have seen it, where I say I'm like, as a liberal, I'm like I do a whole setup where I'm like as a liberal, I'm a liberal, and like I want, like to put my opinions out there. And if you guys don't agree with them, I'm a liberal. So fuck you. Don't fucking have a different opinion. I'm the liberal. You're closed-minded. And then I'll set it up like I'll be like, I think Star Wars Skywalker, Rise of the Skywalker is a shit movie, whatever, right? I'll do it like that. So I feel bad. I went because I was cranky and I took it out on the wrong people. So I'm saying we have to, in my opinion, I'm going to stand on a soapbox. Yeah, I'm borrowing the soapbox. I'm going to say, no, we have to, in this time, we have to band together. That's all I'm saying.
Well, there we go. On that lovely positive
kumbaya.
note, just carry a little pocket of sunshine in wherever you go, and zippity doodah.
Can I bust out the guitar?
Sorry, I can't do it.
Can I sing? Can we all sing True Colors, Cyndi Lauper?
Who's Cyndi Lauper?
Donna, you have failed as a mother, just so you know.
No,
No,
man,
she didn't.
I taught him
Sarcastic.
Megadeth and Metallica and Suicidal Tendencies and Anthrax and
The suicidal tendencies, to be fair, is a mental illness. Like,
I was gonna say, yeah.
that runs in the family, so.
Like she taught you to have them?
Lead by example, I guess.
You guys are funny. You guys are uppity. You two are the uppities.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us tonight. Of course, we're going to post this. Follow us on Coyote Vision Productions on Facebook and YouTube. And until next week, don't go too crazy.
See ya. Bye.
Sorry.
Sorry. I like the sign off. Sorry.
Sorry I said it.